Today, Kingsley is safe with the waiter, Kick kicks the kicks off, and Dynamic Mike is a sax offender? Let's talk about Where Winning Matters, Episode 3. Let's get to it.
Must not give in to these fantasies of weakness. Doubtless this is some charm laid on me by an evil shaman, evil sorcerer. Only the chase has meaning. It's meaning.
Yeah, keep running. Look, I'm in the outback where it's spooky. Wildcats still pursue me like owls do to the rats and the clouds do when I'm moody. Proud dads to Suzuki's, you backed out and amuse me. I'm good hair from I tear your whole crown flat. From I'm in the outback with no neighbors, giant snakes and the gators. You feel fear in your veins ever since the moment you came in. Heat raises the stakes and baked meat is the fragrance. I reign here from a day you to doubt that. From I'm in the outback with my chest out, I'm the best out. Who's next? Put you through the test, do to chew your neck out. When you eat through tube and bed bound, from I eat mountains for breakfast. Keep rounds in these
Yo, shout out to everybody out there who's watching this, subscribe to the channel, we doing big things. My man Cammy, it's your man Caps, aka Angry Fan Man. We up.
Cammygbr, we are here. Before we start, I already started the Champion of the Year discussions of the whole year of 2025. I've released part 1 out already. Please check out part 2. We'd be very much appreciated. Let's talk about Where Winning Matters, but I wanted to get that one in there real quick. And I think probably Wednesday will be where part 2 comes out, so I'll put them all on a playlist afterwards. But part 1 is out now for Champion of the Year 2025, in my opinion, and going through all 20, like in 20 to 11. And then part 2 is Champion of the Year from 10 to 1 for 2025. So let's talk Where Winning Matters. Bosh. Another good week for the show. It seemed a bit shorter. It seems like maybe because of the battles and whatnot that they're happening, and that the inside segments aren't as long anymore. It did seem a bit shorter, but maybe it's just literally because the battles are boom, 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 brief little talking about it, and then on to the next one. But I don't know. I quite liked the talking. I quite liked. It made it more like a show, or maybe you have different people that are talking in different about the same battle and different perspectives, kind of thing. I know it's a little difficult to do, especially as it's already been done and you're on the back foot with it. Yeah, I quite liked it. Kind of the conversation kind of made it more special. I know there's people that have been in the comments saying, "Oh yeah, we want to get right to the battles." It's like, well, the battles are going to come out. This is a show. It gives the bravado that this is a big deal. This is the show. This is everything. You can watch the battles again afterwards. You know what I mean? Like they're originally saying that they were going to upload it to Patreon, but they're literally uploading every battle as the week happens. So if you want to watch the battles on its own or get to it, then you can watch that. It'll be right there. But just enjoy the show. Let's more of a conversation and you know, give them a little breathing room, because this episode just felt a little more compact. I do like the live stream on the wiretap after. I think that's a great idea. It's just the immediate, it's kind of the after party vibe kind of thing. I do like that. I will try and pull up it once or twice if I can. I just can't always promise it. So Trubs as always. But as a general episode, pretty good. Like we get to a point where you have to be selective on the battles that you put on per episode, because I was there live. These were some good battles. Next week, as Briggsy had said, it is more of a developmental week. So this is like, okay, like you're gonna have some people that aren't the big names, you know, and that's just gonna happen with this sort of thing where, like, you could sprinkle them a little more, but that gets a little complicated. So you may as well kind of like bring them in with a big show, reel them in, keep them in. So then when it comes to the developmental guys, they're already hooked. So it was a good episode all in all. But I just liked the conversation. I did. I thought that's what made it the show, rather than making it just the battle live stream, you know. But that's at least my thoughts and opinions on that real quick. Let's get to the battles. Crow versus Kick Nelly. Good battle. Like, it is a good battle, and I do think that Kick's sort of style is kind of, it's one that you shouldn't sleep on. Like, you should just, as a battle rapper, you just keep an eye out, because you never know what he's gonna do, good or bad. You never know, because he could pull something out of the hat out of nowhere, and it's like the haymaker of the night. Just very unorthodox. But I think I'm sure Kick doesn't mind me saying this. Like, I don't know if he believes this or not, but I think sometimes when you just stand there and you are just rapping, you kind of feel like you need to do something. So, like, as someone like myself with ADHD and whatnot, is being able, like, if at school when I was having to do like presentations, I'd have to be like, I don't know, I'll throw a ball, or, you know what I mean? Like, I'd have to be the one doing the thing. As while I'm presenting, because it was like, okay, well, I can't just do this. I can't just sit, look at you, and rap. I have to actively I have to do something. You know, I have to some other way of being like, right, I need to be part of, like, let's make a show. And it kind of the Premier Battles thing. He wants to make a show. He wants to kind of add more to the tools. But I mean, you see my face when Kick takes off his shoes. Me and Dojo are just cackling in the background, like. Man, yeah, we were just cackling in the background. We were just like children going. I think this was a 30 ball to Crow. Crow was always going to be one of the most dangerous going into this tournament, and it's shown that on the first battle. And even as a performance, it was very consistent for Crow. You know, just not a usual Crow performance. Like, not even, and that is a compliment, but I don't know if it's slightly backhanded as well. It's nothing beyond what I expect from Crow. But even in a tournament, it's hard to go the extra mile for someone like Crow, because the extra mile goes with a little longer time. So, like, Crow on factory setting is still a problem for anyone. So, like, that's not to say that Crow isn't doing great. It's that Crow, as good as he's getting on, he's someone that would benefit from longer times. And, you know, even Kick's first needed a little longer, just to kind of cook. And like, all of Kick's rounds also needed it longer, because Kick was going for angles, and angles you need more than just the 60 seconds. So yeah, I think Crow won that 3-0 just from being on mission go, essentially, and Kick maybe trying too much. Dynamic Mike. Now, I'll be honest, I've been looking forward to seeing back Pagan's performance, because Pagan is someone who, as a style, I very much enjoy what Pagan does. And I remember there was this, I walked away thinking, God, there was that Doctor Who bar, and I couldn't quite remember what the Doctor Who bar was, and when he hit it was fire. That like, all 3 rounds was just great work from Pagan. Like, I do have Pagan winning it. Dynamic Mike's good. You know what? In the building, it seemed to flow better, but when you're watching it on camera, you can see the word I used when I was typing on my notes was janky. I felt he was janky. Like, he was going in and you know, he was moving in and out kind of more than actually, you know, in the flow state. That in that rebuttal was crazy. Like the second round rebuttal from Dynamic Mike was so funny. That is so funny. Just that's the personality of Dynamic Mike, and are we hoping to see a lot more of that kind of coming in the next year in battle rap? In all honesty, I think he has something. He just needs to work on it. Pagan was definitely in a flow state. Pagan was cooking. Was a good battle from both ends, and one of the better battles of the day. But I have to give that Maybe it's Pagan bias, maybe, but Pagan was fucking cooking, so I gotta give Pagan that one. But a good one of the more enjoyable battles through the whole stream, to be honest. One of those that I just personally enjoyed a lot. And then we get to Kingsley versus Hulk. I think widely regarded probably the battle of the night. Other than Caveman and Frost, I think as a battle was very good. It was a very good battle. It was very enjoyable to watch, very performative. Like Hulk was in his bag, and I like Hulk being in this bag. I know Hulk sometimes he will present like he's a bit too cool for school and whatnot. Doesn't need to do this, but you know what? Doing shit like you did there, that's how you win battles. That's how you win the battles. And not that Kingsley wasn't fire. Like it felt clearer in the room that Hulk won than it did on camera. And Kingsley, respectfully, Kingsley was like, I've lost that battle. I have absolutely lost that battle. I have lost it. And told everyone that he lost it. There's an argument to say that he won. There's a very good argument. And especially even going into the third. Like, that was... that could have been a 1-1 going into the third. Like, Kingsley can argue it. This is not out of the question, but I just like most of the people, I'm kind of the same. I think Hulk just had a little bit more. Maybe I gave. I'd have to go back. I think maybe I gave this. Maybe the. I was going over my notes there. Maybe I actually give the first to Kingsley. I feel like Kingsley's first was really funny, and then the second he lost momentum, and then third was just smooth sailing for Hulk. But maybe. But I mean, I know Hulk had in the first round the wouldn't push rock in the streets, and that was fire. Especially because yes, that is it's not true, but there was an altercation briefly between Hulk and Tay-Rock, which is you just can't make it up. Battle rap be battle rapping, man. It really do. That is the recap there of this episode of Premier Battles Where Winning Matters tournament. It's great to see that it's the consistent work, and just as I said, I feel how I feel about the shortening of some of the conversations and whatnot, but you know what, like Premier Battles are doing fucking well, and it's pretty consistent that they're smashing it on the views, on the live, and we just need to get more and more people in there. Now we need to rope more people in, and just kind of get battle rap kicking again. Coming up, as always, I'll do all my recaps every week, but I do have Champion of the Year Part 2 coming out, as I've already said, and then afterwards will be a Trenches predictions card. It's Trenches in the UK. They're back, and you know, chess and whatnot. It's a video that I'd recommend watching, because there is some things that'll need to be said about that card, but I should be there, so I'll get a recap and all that afterwards. So I appreciate y'all. Premier Battles Where Winning Matters. Peace.